Viewer discretion is advised. Child killer Derion Vence has been arrested at one of his relatives' house. I knew all along this guy was guilty, and they just wasted, and they are still wasting precious time to find the body of Malia Davis. They said that those cadaver dogs picked up some scents from the car that he said was missing. And they found blood matching that of Malia Davis in his apartment. This guy's he's a monster. There's no way else to explain it. He's a monster. And I just can't understand why they wasted so much time with the evidence that they already had. That evidence being the little girl with a family was already under investigation for child abuse. Girl had skull injuries. The story that the guy came up with just didn't make any sense at all. You hear a popping noise, you're going to get out your car and see what's happening. Somebody take your car, knock you upside the head, take your car. You wake up in the back of a truck, pass out again, look up, just you and your daughter's left. You and your son is left, but your stepdaughter's gone. You end up at some hospital. Man, from that point on, you would have been in jail up under stiff interrogation. Yes, I don't understand why they waited so long. And why they can't find the body. If I would say that they should look from the apartment to where he showed up at the hospital. They should look up in that area because that particular area is wooded. They should take an aerial view, go up in a helicopter, and just look and see, because they said that he had, when they found the car, they found the basket that he was seen with, the laundry basket, and it had a gas can, which means that he probably tried to burn the body. And a human body is hard to burn. And with the time that he had, which was not enough, I don't think that he was successful in his attempt to burn the body. So they should probably look for an area that has been burnt. You can see it from there. But I know it's somewhere probably between where he lives and where that hospital is. Not where he said that he came to at. I don't believe that. Because they've said that, because here in Houston, they have these red light cameras and street light cameras everywhere. So they've seen the car, they saw him being dropped off at the hospital in that same car. Those cameras will see when he was dropped off at the hospital, and they can backtrack to when he left those apartments. Because I said we have those cameras all over town. And that's another question is, who was driving the car? Who did he give the car to after he disposed of the body? That's probably what he did. He probably killed the little girl at the apartment. Went and disposed of the body somewhere. Went and found somebody, or maybe did it himself, hit himself in the forehead, because if somebody is going to hit you upside the head, they're not going to hit you in your forehead. They're probably going to hit you in your mouth or the jaw or the back of your head, something, not your damn forehead. But he had somebody, he probably did himself, hit himself in the forehead. And then somebody had to drop him off at the hospital. And then when they left the car at that strip mall where they found it, he tried to, because he was tampering evidence, because all the bleach and stuff, he tried to clean the house up with. And what about his family members that were harboring him? What about them? And I still have the question of the mother, because they were saying that that guy is her ex-fiance. If that is your ex-fiance, why would you go to Massachusetts and leave your child with your ex-fiance? That shit don't make no fucking sense either. That's why I say this woman, she's not absent of blame. She's gonna do some time too, because of negligent. Because I just don't understand how they have already got reports that this little girl was being abused. They put her back in the home. Child ends up dead. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see who the damn murderers are. And the reason why I'm saying you're wasting time, because you don't know where the body is. And we just had a flood here in Houston a few days ago. So, if it was a flood, the body could have been lifted up and repositioned somewhere else. We just don't know. And these people just aren't talking. Cornell Lakes can't save you, ma'am. When I see people get desperate, that's what they run to. Cornell Lakes. But that man cannot save you. You are more guilty than Derion is. If you were going out of town to your father's funeral, as you say, why wouldn't you call Malia's father or some of his family members and say, I'm going out of town. I don't trust Derion with the child. Could y'all please watch her until I get back? But no, you left her in the care of a monster. He didn't care nothing about your child, only his. They're going to say that some Hispanic guys hit him in the head and took Malia and left him with his son. I know it's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. The whole world knows that it's bullshit. And here's some more bullshit for you, coming from the mom. You want to come up and say now that you suspect that Derion had harmed your child. He has harmed your child in the past. If you knew all of that this man has harmed your child in the past, and y'all just recently broke up, why would you leave Derion in charge of little Malia Davis? Now they have banned Brittany, which is the mother of Malia, and Derion from seeing their children. Derion has a $1 million bond, which means his ass won't be getting out. He forget about getting out ever. And I'm quite sure they're going to arrest his mother somewhere, probably next week. Because they're going to, they have to charge her. They will find out who Derion gave that car to. Because I want to hear what they have to say as to why Derion gave them the car. I really hate to make a generalizing statement, but young people today do some stupid ass shit that just ruins their lives and wrecks the lives of others. I couldn't even come up with a reason. I can assume why this fool would kill Malia and did what he did. But I just could not understand why he would do it. I mean, if a child, I just don't understand. If a child is getting on your nerves, I would leave. Tell this lady, hey man, your child is too unruly, ma'am. I love you, baby, but I got to go. I'm not going to kill a child. I don't care how mad I am at the mother. I would never kill her child. I just can't understand why Malia's mother would harm her child the way she has. Talk about she fell and hit her head on some marble table or whatever. That's why her skull got messed up. That's bullshit. And as I say, man, I don't even understand why Cornel X would even stand next to this woman. If I can detect bullshit in it, I'm quite sure everyone else can. I know I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm not a private investigator, but I can smell bullshit. And the wind is coming from the direction of Derion and Brittany. This should be a lesson, not only to women, but to men as well. If you're dealing with a person that is immature, violent, overly jealous, you better reconsider dating a person like that. I don't care how cute they are. You have to look for the inward qualities in a person, not the outward qualities. And with this guy right here, I can't see it's not for me to judge because I'm not gay and I don't date men. But I can look at this guy, it's like he smoked crack or something. If he don't smoke crack, he hooked on that wet because his jaws is too damn sucked in and his fucking lips too crusty. So he on drugs. He's like a lazy sucker. And there got to be something wrong, whereas she flying away to Massachusetts and his punk ass still down there with the kids. That means something. Why didn't he go with her? So like I said, these are lessons. When things happen in other people's lives, it's really like a lesson for other people on what not to do in your life. But my heart goes out to the father of Malia, because I know this is probably tearing him apart. And he can't get his hands on that sucker Derion. I know it's tearing him apart. But I don't know what could be done to make this right. Because imprisoning or executing Derion and Brittany won't bring the child back. So the people that love Malia will be left with a void in their life. So I don't know how you can make good on that. You can't. But sending those two people to prison and possibly executing them will be a nice start. But if people really want to prevent things like this from happening, you have to really know the person that you will call your significant other. And as I say, you can't go off looks. You have to do some background checks. Because if you don't, what's happening to the family of Malia Davis will one day be you.